Hey, Shalom, Akim. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and honors to you brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. We just got a quick one here. You know, stuck in this crazy ass traffic, man. But yeah, we'll just jump straight in, see where the Spirit leads, you know, on this one. This is Matthew 19:4. It says, "And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?" Right? So, you know, also going into the fact that when the Lord made the world, he didn't just make Adam and then Eve came along. Scripture says male and female created he them. Right? And also that's repeated here in this verse. Right, verse 5, it says, "And said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, right, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh." Right, it says, "Wherefore they are no more twain," so they're no longer two, they're no longer individuals. If I can touch on as well, that's one of the things that Esau's fucked up in this kingdom, right? Because you'll see couples, but they're not couples, they're two individuals that share a house. And you see that all the time where it's like people ain't, you know, it's all messed up. Hey, let's take a slight tangent here. Right, go on.
And that's why the sin, the transgression of adultery is so serious. Because as it told you in the scripture, you become one flesh with that woman. So then when another man comes into that equation and messes up that spiritual connection that the Lord has bonded, that's a serious transgression. That's why it's punishable by what? By death. You know?
And then you get guys that are like, "Oh man, yeah, you know, I want, you know, everyone to look at my woman." Really, you know, that's faggot shit, man.
That is faggot shit. And to lie with another man's woman is faggot shit.
Because they're one flesh, man.
Because they're one flesh.
Right, it says Isaiah 29:16 says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." Right? So basically Esau, you know, as he's come around, he's turned everything upside down, man. Right? You know, like I said, the scripture was talking about two becoming one. Right? And you have the wedding ceremony where they'll talk about two becoming one, but it ain't two becoming one. It's just basically giving Esau power over your relationship. Right? It's giving your woman power over you. Right? It says, "Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not. And shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding." So here is, you got a picture frame. Right, a picture frame, nah, this guy didn't know what he was doing, bro. What you mean? You know, you're just a picture frame, man. I'm the master, I'm the architect. You look that way because I wanted you to look that way.
That's it.
Right, right, and you know, while giving the example of the Lord, but things are a certain way because the Lord has made things a certain way. In fact, if I may get this as well, right, Sirach 39, I believe, and 33, right? All the works, Sirach 39:33, all the works of the Lord are good, and He will give every needful thing in due season. So you can't look at something and say, "Nah, this ain't good," or "This is this," or "This is that." No, the Lord made everything and He made it good. But Esau's coming around, like the family, two becoming one, right? And He's come and said, "Nah," and He knows why He did that, because his whole aim is to break the family, to bring over his new world order.
Come on, even when you analyze that family situation in this day and age, it doesn't benefit you to be in a family. It doesn't benefit a woman to be with her man. In fact, it actually makes things harder. You know, because what do women get? You know, especially over in the UK, they get benefits if the man is not around. If the man is in the equation, they get less money, they get less benefits and help when it comes to dealing with them kids and looking after them kids.
They call it this whole umbrella term for different situations. But what you call it, the benefit trap, man. Where you have like someone, they want to work, but as soon as they work, they can no longer pay the what do you call it, the discounted rent that they were getting or whatever. And
those are real scenarios. Those are real situations that people are actually going through. That it doesn't actually logically make sense to even work.
Just like how in certain situations it doesn't make sense for the man to be in the house. As soon as, no, you no longer get this. You no longer get that. Right? But you know, go back to Matthew 19:5. It says, and said, for this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, shall cleave to his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. Right? It says, wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. Right, and this is the point that you know, we wanted to touch on. Right? It says, what therefore the Most High hath joined together, right, let no man put asunder. What we wanted to go into here is the fact that it says, what therefore the Most High hath joined together, i.e. you and a woman, right? And you know, we're gonna, you know, so we don't know where we're gonna go with this in the spirit or whatever, right? You know, starting off at that, you know, at a woman first, right? But really, anything you get, right, the Most High is given to you, right? But when in terms of just a woman, right, the Lord is the one that joins you together, man. It's the Lord's plan where you two, you know, and that's why you see certain instances where you meet a chick. She won't even be the baddest chick in the room, as people like to say. But you just click with her. Right, and maybe that was one of your wives in the last time, man. And the Lord just dangles that in front of you, man. And you're like, yo, I don't know what it is about this woman, man. Shit. Or you might deal with a chick that what do you call it? That you might be thinking, nah, she ain't really for me, but she was there, so I dealt with it. But then you just click. Why? It's because the Most High has joined you together. And as you was mentioning as well about how people get so messed up in the spirit after like a bad breakup or whatever, right? Is because it's like the Most High has joined them into spirit with someone, and then now because of this world, that individual can just leave and fuck someone else.
Which is not even supposed to be a thing that's, you know, should meant to be considered, man. But you know, these women have too much power in this society. Esau is giving them way too much power. That's why it's just say a woman shall come past a man.
You get that?
Can't you get that, bro? You know. So like the Bible was saying as well, it's like, hey, it's the Lord that has joined you two together, man. That's why, you know, you might think that, you know, you meet them and you just click straight away, and then you feel like you got a depth of history and you've only just met the person. You know, or if you're in this truth and you got a woman, well, it's the Lord that joined you onto that woman. No matter what happens, you know, in this faith, and she might get on your nerves and she's giving you hell, but it's the Lord that's actually joined you onto that woman. Especially if you have children with the woman. You know, especially if you have children, she will give you all kind of hell. Well, the Lord's giving you that as a test, man. You know, that's your own little test that you got to deal with while you're in this truth, man. You know, all brothers have got different lots, man.
And hey, one of the things we wanted to touch on, especially on the whole topic of it's the Most High that joins you. You might not get a woman for a while. Maybe the Lord doesn't want you to deal with a woman. Maybe you need to get on the level spiritually. Right, first, maybe you need to do what you gotta do. Right, maybe, and you know, reason with certain brothers or whatever, you know, bro will start doing what it is they gotta do spiritually, right? And then all of a sudden the bitches will just come. Right, because at the end, like we said, like the scripture says, it's the Most High that joined. The Lord's a jealous power. Right, so the Lord's gonna join you onto another, which you call it, onto a woman, but you ain't even joined onto him properly.
First, you got to deal with the woman of the scriptures. You got to deal with Sophia first. You know, you got to pretty much master that, and then the Lord will give you what you need concerning the fleshly woman. You know, but really, you got to desire that spiritual woman first. That spiritual woman is what's going to save you. You know, when all hell breaks loose, man. That carnal woman that you desire for that soft, gushy box is not going to save you in that day of Jacob's trouble, man.
And we desire because we through, man. We in pain, man. Right, we suffer, and that pussy's a good comfort, man. Right? But on what you were saying about you might deal with a woman, even that is joint, because brothers will give instance. I remember one brother was saying he hit this one chick, right? He was thinking it'll be a nice little side piece. Then she was like, put it in my ass. I was like, nah. And she never dealt with him ever again. Why? Because we follow this, you know, these laws. Right? And in doing so, we alienate ourselves from a whole bunch of people. Right? But let me get this on what you were saying, 1 Corinthians 7:12. But to the rest speak I, not Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believe not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. So once again, it's the Lord that gives you a woman that is pleased to dwell. right? Because like I said, you get women, they'll be bucked, they'll be moaning and complaining or whatever, but ultimately they're pleased to dwell, right? Because a woman's gonna be a thief. That's just her nature. You think you're gonna get away scot-free, right? But let me get also with this. Is John 3:27. It says, John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven. Right, so hey, no, everything that you have is a gift from the Lord.
That's right.
Right, if you got a job, that's a gift from the Lord. You got a car, that's a gift from the Lord. You got a child, that's a gift from the Lord. Although in this kingdom, man, it was like, is this really a gift? You see, but Psalms 127, 3-5 or thereabouts, speaks about happy is that children are a heritage from the Lord. Right, so it's a gift from the Most High, man. Right, to have children. So all of these things that a man has, right, that's of the Lord, man.
That's right. That's right, bro.
Let me find this as well. Right, it says 1 Corinthians 3:7. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Right, so hey, even in terms of spiritual gifts, and certain, because then hey, you get people that want to come into this truth and immediately get on a certain level. No, a man can receive nothing except to be given of the Father. Exactly, of the Father. Right. So what? You talk about spiritual gifts. Well, you might be, because some brothers might hear and just get things quickly, man. Just really just grow with it real quick, but that's that lot for that brother, right? There's a lot of hell that they've had to catch that has enabled them to go through that situation, right? Why? Because it's the Most High that gives the increase. The Most High don't want you to get past a certain level. You ain't getting past that level, and that some people don't want to eat them. Everyone wants to be Apostle Tahar. You know what I'm saying? But then they don't want to deal with the hell that Apostle Tahar went through.
Yeah, that's right. It goes deep, man. It's deeper than the top layer, man.
Yeah.
You can't just desire to want to be someone that it's just gonna happen just like that. No, there's demons that come with that, man. There's next levels of demons you gotta deal with. Authority, power. It's not your lot, man.
Yeah.
You be who the Lord said you are to be, man.
Yeah.
If it's a scoffer, then be a scoffer, man. You know what I mean?
Fall
into your own lot.
Oh man, you said that. And brother Shakal basically flipped this one. Spirit in righteousness, that is. Right, it says 1 Corinthians 14:32 says, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Right, so if a man's a prophet of the Lord, a man's a prophet of the Lord. And then, hey, you might try, what do you call it? Try and make excuses. You might try to do a Jonah, try to do a Jeremiah, like, nah, I'm too young, man, I can't because of X, Y, Z. And after a while, man, you see all the wickedness, you be like, man, fuck this place, man. You be like, look, man, I'm gonna go teach this word, man. Right? But like you were saying about the scoffers, and this is the way the brother, and I'd never heard it put this way as well, because it says the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. That means this is just the true saying for the scoffers. Yeah. The spirit of the scoffers are subject to the scoffers, man. Yeah,
I've heard the Apostle Kabbar say that a few times.
Oh, okay, can't.
It's a true statement, man. Because everyone is going to fall into the lot and do the same thing that they've done in their past life.
That's right.
So, Lord willing, we're men of the Lord. We were doing the same thing in our past lives. Exactly. Prophesying on the highways and the byways. The
downfall of Babylon. Right? Hey, because ultimately, hey man, I can't. If the Lord, Lord's why I'm a man of the Lord. I can't. It's only the Lord that can then put, which call an unrighteous or righteous spirit on me.
Exactly.
Right, and this is what we're saying, and we touched on the first scripture, but it's a thing of there's so much more. Always understanding that's the Lord that controls everything, man. Right, and because it's one of those ones you know it. Right, deep down it's meditating on that more and really understanding it and grasping it. Right, so you got anything?
No, that's it for that one, man.
Hey, so Lord's word I was edifying, And till the next time, I'll say shalom.
Shalom.